account is Sacred Fire 18. It's also the name that I have for this channel and this moment. If you're watching it and you see it, the name of my channel is Sacred Fire 18, then definitely, you know, thank you for being here before everyone saw these videos. When I say everyone, I mean more specific. Well, a lot of people. It's about quality, not quantity. But please donate to my Cash App, Sacred Fire 18, because I'm definitely putting out a lot of good, ish, and I deserve what I'm worth. Okay. So for this video, we are going to discuss past life recall and attempted messages. Okay. Let's pray. Dear Archangel Michael, we hope that you are able to rest and be able to supercharge the way you need to be. We hope that you're getting all the support and love that you deserve. Archangel area, I want to thank you for all that you do. I want to apologize for underestimating you in any way if I have. And I just really want to say thank you, and I hope that you're blessed with so much. And also, to my ancestors, I want to say I love you, and I really want to get to know you guys at such a deep soul level. If you'd like to share with me what your past lives are like, I'm totally open to it, and just want to say we love you. Some beautiful, lovely souls. Past life recall and 10 messages. I'm excited. In fact, I'm learning how to be excited and just patiently deliver the information. So I'm going to ground myself and then start delivering the messages. And I'm starting to realize something. Grounding is not about like controlling someone and having them do things a certain way. Because I used to think grounded meant being controlled. People would like, you're bad and act this way. And I'd be like, okay. That's not grounding. I guess the way I described it. I'm starting to realize grounding is being able to understand that there's nothing wrong with being vulnerable and having triggers, but also having enough self-discipline to say, I'm not going to react viscerously to myself or others because of it. So when you're blessed to meet people like that in your life, please hold on to them, cherish them, do stuff to help them forget about how tough life can be. And I'm not saying that from a place of martyrdom, but like when it comes to friendship, you should be able to be vulnerable in your friendships and know that the secrets you tell your friends is going to be sacred, and you should know that you're going to be able to like heal with them. Any friend that you have to heal from, fuck them. But that's a friend of me. But a friend that you can heal with and heal together while doing healing individually is a healthy thing. So please keep in mind that soul tribes are going to be coming together now. So I'm definitely picking up on that. It may be a little scary when we meet our soul tribe. So we may feel like you're going to know you met your soul tribe when you feel like a kid in the candy store and you're still doing adult shit. Like adult millionaires, all the responsibilities taken care of, and they're getting on a yacht and just sailing out to sea with their hubbies or wives, and the kids are on board, and you stay there for 3 weeks and you come back and your home's good and business is good. Like these are the friendships that are forming now, not the friendships where I'm in another abusive relationship, I stabbed my friend in the back, oh shit, I'm being sneaky again. No, that's phasing out. So if you're in the wrapping up the last of your karmic cycles, just congratulations, keep up the good work. And I just also want to say, like, pat yourself on the back, because honestly, You know, we could have been karmics, but what made us a different, like, not what made us different, but what was it that, you know, set us apart is because we choose to develop self-discipline. And self-discipline is loving yourself enough to speak your truth, okay? So I'm going to be back, ground myself. And I hope that you guys are having a really good day. Oh, Oscar Bosch. Did I make some tea? I'm gonna put some honey in it. Okay. It's sweet as honey. I'll get lost in the jungle with you. It's sweet as honey. I'll get lost in the jungle with you. I'll get lost in the jungle with you. Running away from the world. I'll get lost in the jungle with you. I'll get lost in the jungle with you. Your lips, sweet as honey. Your kisses, I know I'm your queen. going to find the energetic link that is linking past life recall and 1010 messages together. And it's Cancer energy. As I gracefully outsmart narcissist and stay focused on my north node, I am protected from all physical harm. Wait, let's hold on. As I gracefully outsmart narcissist and stay focused on my north node, I am protected from all physical harm. Let's read this again because this is a big deal. Cancer energy is helping us. And as I gracefully outsmart narcissist and stay focused on my north node, I am protected from all physical harm. So let's break this down. This is us willingly choosing or making a sound choice. And making a sound choice means you accept the consequences that come with the actions that you choose to take concerning a certain matter, okay? Gracefully. Gracefully implies that grace is in so many unlike things that we overlook. And grace means taking the high road. And sometimes the high road means doing the unpopular thing instead of, caving in to someone's demands that will harm you long term. You know what I'm saying? Outsmart. This is saying that we're finding ways to relax instead of dealing with conflict all the time, because we're, being wise enough to pull ourselves away from the conflict, even when it's trying to find us. It's causing more conflict for the people trying to cause us conflict, And with outsmart, I'm also picking up, it's in a karmic's nature to just be conflictual. That is how they build connections. So when we're denying their connections, they're taking that frustration of their ideology being rejected out on us. All the while, this is making us stronger, and this is setting them up to, get themselves into a very vulnerable position where narcissists will be around them and abuse and manipulate them. And a narcissist who is experiencing narcissistic abuse eventually commits suicide because they don't actually know how to get out of that mental state where it feels as if that pain, that wound they didn't want to feel is happening. And if that's not happening now for any of your karmics or some of your karmics, it will be happening, okay? So as I go back to outsmart, we're also picking and choosing our battles carefully, okay? It's not that we're just like, oh my gosh, I'm strong in everything I do, I'm unstoppable, whatever. We're just like finally just accepting the fact that, hey, you know what? These are my vulnerabilities, these are my triggers, these are my addictions, and what I need to do right now, whether I want to or not, is practice some self-discipline and reward myself in, with not too much or not too little, but just enough. It's like we're fine-tuning who we are. It's like, how a parent can say, I know my child, but when the parent finds out the child is dating someone that they don't like, they're like, and then it's like, do you really know your child? No. And it's okay if we don't know our children. We don't need to know everything about our children, but we do need to understand some aspects of our children so that we can have a connection with them, right? So, a parent who actually understands their children doesn't, try to judge their children or control them, So a parent who's trying to control their child is really trying to basically protect their inner child, but they're doing it in a very dark way. And this is where trauma starts. Most parents don't want to hurt their kids, just most parents experience trauma and it scars them so much to the point they willingly choose to hurt others. We have narcissism here. And then, a way of hiding from the bully or trying to remember who they were before the abuse. They abuse others because they're afraid of being lonely. So what's happening now is that we are finding ways to lonely the narcissists who are stalking us. And you have to take into consideration how much smarts you have to be stalked by a narcissist, energetically, emotionally, mentally, physically for some of us. And then to be able to outsmart them, because narcissists who feel their emotions have been tampered with and they want to lash out. And even though hypersensitivity is normal for everybody, narcissists just choose to cause chaos. And so if they're not able to control you with this emotion just raging in their body, then they want to lash out at you. And this is where they're going to start to break down, as we're just like, nah, I'm cool. No contact, bitch. And if I do have contact with you, I'm not even gonna pay you attention. And this is driving narcissists to really go above and beyond to harm us, as they're harming themselves inside. But because they won't be able to harm us physically, they're going to be harming themselves. And we're being protected, highly protected, because you know how these narcissists don't have protection? But they're still trying to plan and plot to harm us, and then the magic backfires and they experience what they wanted us to experience. Well, we are being protected because part of spiritual warfare is some form, fashion of harm, right? We are so loving and light that the angels trust us. And the angels will not protect anyone that they don't trust. The angels will not help anyone they don't trust. Ancestors won't help anyone that they don't trust. Basically, love and light only helps love and light. So you can be someone who's calling on the goddess Oshun or goddess Shemaya, but if your heart is not pure and you are not in alignment with her values, she will not come to your aid. Someone needed to hear that. Doesn't matter if you say you're something, or doesn't matter. But on the topic of Oshun, you guys should check out, if you are, looking for some music, Oshun. Those beautiful goddesses changed my life. They helped me be able to breathe through fear, just trying to erode away in my body. And I've had so much fear psychosis, verbally bullied onto me by my sociopathic, schizophrenic mother. So when I listen to the beautiful goddesses Oshun, like literally, you guys, let me just say, thank you, God. Thank you, God. So we're being very protected because we're that trustworthy. An angel or a being of light is not going to work with anyone that will betray them. If you betray an angel, they send demons your way. And if a demon goes to a chosen one, they've been sent by someone to go attack a chosen one. They don't attack chosen ones. They attack the people who sent them. Because even demons understand there's just some things you don't do in the spirit realm. So I stay focused on my North Node. This means we're rediscovering who we are. We're starting to realize our North Node isn't this: I'm going to be the first millionaire in the family, I'm going to break all generational curses, and I'm going to have a healthy romance. It goes deeper than that. Part of our North Node literally could be us just learning to receive. If we've been giving all our life, learning how to receive without feeling like someone's going to hurt us, learning how to receive without feeling as if we have to bring something to the table or we don't have any value. It's like, learning how to receive what we deserve. And what does that mean? That means rejecting anything that can harm us in any way. And what happens when you reject anything that can harm you? Well, if it's harmful to itself, it's going to be harmful to others, such as karmics. Narcissistic karmics, 2020, angel number, put it in the comments. They hurt us because they are hurting. And they don't want to narcissists don't grow up. They don't change. They reject growing pains. Empaths, we accept the growing pains. Makes us beautiful. So we're rediscovering what our North Node is. Starting to see it doesn't look like what we thought it looked like. We're learning to receive only what we deserve. Now, in a world where you are the boss of your own life and you're able to design the lifestyle that you want, people call this manifestation. Really, to simplify the ability to manifest, releasing, humility, and the word was just there. And boundaries. Releasing, humility, and boundaries. And if I try to explain this concept, someone might say, you just have pretty girl privilege. So, how do you manifest? Please tell me how humility, releasing, and boundaries is manifestation in the comments. Thank you. Also, protected from all physical harm. So this is telling me that there are those who like to do a lot of physical harm to you. I'm picking up on sociopathic energy that is super creative in ways to torture you. However, when it comes to creativity for, creative endeavors, they don't have it. So that's why we're trying to stop you from doing it. But they're also trying to plan your murder. So don't take this personal. If you're hearing this, well, you're going to come out of this alive. You may not know how, but it all works out in your favor. So that is the energy that is crowning how 1010 and how past life recall is connecting together, because what this is telling me is you have stopped your own death. I feel with these karmics that you have reincarnated with. You've had many lifetimes with them, and maybe they've killed you. So maybe if you think about it, this past life, well, this life we're in now, and the life that we're in now, these karmics seem very familiar. They seem to know how to make you tick in every way possible. But the ones who know how to make you tick the worst possibly murdered you in a past life. They probably got you to a low point, and maybe you're figuring out your North Node is walking away from fear. We may have said we have loved someone or something, but if they were abusive in nature to us, more than likely we stayed out of fear. And I feel like this lifetime, we had to learn how to face our fears and overcome them. And that is why I'm feeling like if someone was trying to murder you, that has come to an end. Now, I want to open up let's talk about murder. A lot of people say murder is physical harm. No, murder starts energetically. Murder could be a result of shame, guilt, jealousy, envy. Why do you think murderers try to hide the fact that they killed someone? It's not because they don't want to get caught. It's just shame. They try to act like everything is something else that it's not. And most of the time they're haunted by what they've done. So some of them will become serial killers, because it can silence the voice of shame and guilt within them. Now, you'll meet a lot of profilers and kind of like Criminal Minds. And, a lot of the killers, a lot of the me, the subs, the unsubs, are they seem to have these different little motives for doing things. But what really connects it all, and I mean, what really connects it all, you beautiful, lovely souls, is the fact that, you know, someone really didn't want to feel any emotions, especially shame and guilt. Shame and guilt is a heavy emotion. That's why a lot of people try to trauma bond others with the emotion of shame and guilt. Like they'll do something wrong and then create the narrative that, well, it's your fault. This is called shame and guilt. Fault, mistake, shame and guilt. And then you'll be like, I'm sorry. So what I'm picking up is that a lot of the past life relationships that we've had with someone from your past who murdered you, they have a lot of shame and guilt. And they're willing to do anything to hide it. So I'm picking up on a past lover who wants to kill you. So don't be afraid. Don't be like, oh my gosh, panic. No. 1010 and past life recollection is telling me that you just ended that from happening. There's going to be dire consequences. There's going to be a lot of justice in your favor. But I go back to murder. Murder doesn't just start physically. It starts energetically. It starts with the intention to want to get someone to a place that they're not at. So it's like, if you're jealous and envious, you see someone who has the skill sets you would like, you might say to them, you know, that's a nice dress, but it's a little too short. But hey, wear it anyway. Basically, that statement is saying, you look beautiful in that dress, and I'm jealous, and I want you to feel insecure so that you'll attract fuckboys like I'm attracting. But the thing is, we could wear the same dress. It could be short, and I know you'd get the better guys. And it's not because you're better. You just love yourself enough to be honest with yourself. And because I'm so afraid of my emotions, I choose to be a jackass. And so I just sit there and talk shit about you because, quite honestly, it's not that I want to be you. I just want to be able to express myself freely. However, I'm afraid of facing the bully from my past. Every narcissist has a bully. In fact, if you really want to see a narcissist explode, you put them in the room with their bully. Now, for some narcissists, their bully won't be another narcissist all the time. It might even be an empath. For example, I'm picking up on a scenario of an earth angel or earth angels who have had children with beings on demon time. And there's, you know, custody battles and things going on. Now, past life recall is saying the children that you have incarnated with are your protectors. And they're driving these, whoever is trying to turn the child against you, the children is driving this person's life a living hell. But when these children are with you, they're calm, cool, serene. But when they're with these other people, it's like, what the fuck? I can't even go to sleep because I'm afraid she's going to do something. I don't even want to do such and such because he might do something. So what I'm picking up, not only that with past life recall, like you have some protectors that came here with you and they were like your wake up call because I'm feeling like you were in a deep sleep where this person was going to kill you again. And it wasn't like you said, I wish I were free. You wished you were free and you got opportunity after opportunity to free yourself. And you realize that ending karmic cycles isn't about ending something at a particular time. It's about being gentle and patient with yourself as you learn to accept yourself for who you are. So without further ado, we're going to get into the cards, okay? I'm pretty excited. So we're using cis today. and we're using some others, but sis has made an appearance. Now, whenever sis shows up in a reading, well, sis is here to spill the tea. And let me tell you, no lie can get past sis. So I guess to make this reading fun, we're going to do a lie and the truth. So if someone's trying to lie to you, you're going to know what to say, how to say it, when to say it. We're not talking about look a certain way, dress a certain way, act a certain way. We're just talking about straight truth facts. Let's say, for example, you could be a police officer and you like to wear dresses, and you could be a male. And, you love yourself so much, you change the standard uniforms for males. You make it so that men can wear dresses too, as police officers. And as you're trying to bring this thing in, you may have narcissistic men who are afraid of their sexuality being, so they try to threaten you. Like, you're a sissy, you're a fag. Only for 12 years to go by. And now men are wearing dresses on the forces. And people are looking back in history like, look at all the cops. They're wearing pants. That's weird. Because they're so used to male cops wearing dresses. So during these times, we're making these big changes in our lives. It's actually changing everything around us. See, let's talk about chosen one before we get into this lies and the truth. Being a chosen one doesn't mean you are just, I'm going to be different because I'm different. Literally, it's a choice as a chosen one to be like, yo, you ain't gonna keep fucking with me and expect me to play this chess game with you. I'm about to change this shit up on you completely. And no, you may call it crazy. It just ain't been done yet. And the funny thing is, what you call crazy is what's going to be the next hot thing, nigga, bitch. So call it crazy so that at the end of the day, you could be the one end up looking crazy and be just seen as a plain ass hater. Okay? This is the attitude we are taking on because we're just kind of like, yo, I'm not going to be bored out my fucking mind like you are. You fucking bored. That's why you keep causing trouble and don't nobody got time for that. And I go back to the main message. We are basically outsmarting narcissists, and they do not like it. They don't like it one bit. They don't like that when they try to defamate our character and label us things that we're not because they want to stop our growth. They don't like that we still put out content and that we still wake motherfuckers up. So let me tell you something. You a light worker out here and you shining bright on these motherfucking hating ass narcissists. Keep doing that shit. Don't nobody give a good damn how a narcissist feels. The narcissists don't even care how they feel. They don't care about themselves. They won't even take care of their own mental health. Lie. Okay, let's look at the truth. We got the Knight of Swords for lie. All right. Oh shit, this about to get juicy. And I'm about to show y'all some shit. So we got the Knight of Swords, baby. And tell y'all what I'm picking up from there. And then for the truth, we have Tarot of Sacred Feminine and 9 of Clubs. So I'm going to tell you guys what I'm picking up. With this Knight of Swords here, I'm feeling that a smooth talker with these snakes was whispering in people's ear, turning people against you, telling people that you are an easy target. And then you had these snakes try to come get access to you because at first they was curious, what it would be like to have an encounter with you. But so this person wanted to send you more people to hurt you. So they were highly jealous that people wanted to actually be around you. So they told people, they planted bugs in the air like, I like your jacket, bro. You and I got a lot in common. The conversation then went, but my ex is this and my ex is that. And you know what? She should never have treated me the way she did. And this person, whoever they lied to, is starting to realize, You acted like you was my friend, but you set me up this whole time. And I went and bullied someone, gang stalking, that I had no idea who it was, only to meet this person. And I feel like I'm on the wrong side of the tracks now. But these people also got to take into effect that they chose to do this gang stalking. It wasn't like somebody just simply said, hey, you have no choices. They chose to do it. As light workers, let's be honest, we be feeling all kinds of ways. And it's a choice for us to go out and hurt people. So because we choose not to go and hurt people, mind our own business, hurt people, looking to hurt people, they afraid of getting hurt by people who hurt people. So they think if they can target us, then hurt people who hurt people will not target them. But what happens when a empath and a high yoker says, fuck that shit. We on a revolution. This is a motherfucking riot. Hey, I don't gotta walk through Washington, D.C. to let you know about me. You wanted me to be isolated and trapped in shame? Nigga, I flipped the table over. I'm changing the motherfucking game. Well, hated or love it, underdogs on top. And I'm gonna shine, homie, until my heart start go ahead and envy me. I'm Raps MVP, and they ain't going nowhere so you can get to know me. Empaths is running shit now. And narcissists see it, and they still trying to play these little tactics with us. I realized something, y'all. As I was walking around the neighborhood and just hanging out, I was getting so much love, and I wasn't used to that. I was scared, y'all. And I started to realize I'm getting more negative energy from my past. You know, people on the train, like, they do what they do, but then they do what they do, you know? But it's my past. It's like, we got to keep this cycle going. They afraid to live, but they also afraid to die. And if I give in to what they're asking, I'm going to go back and be miserable. What's it like to be free from misery? You feel safe being vulnerable. You feel safe being able to break down your emotions authentically without having some narcissistic, abusive person come in and try to constantly stop you from healing. So you start thinking that every time you're trying to, you think that I'm not doing anything good enough. No, a narcissist came in and saw you was healing, and they wanted to nitpick with you so you wouldn't heal. So you felt like you needed to be perfect. But no, it was just a sick ass narcissist who didn't like that you could heal yourself, and they didn't want you to leave. So basically, you had a whole bunch of pain stored up in your body so you could get disease. So you would be weak and have to rely on these people to take care of you because their health will be better than yours because they will be feeding off your pain and grief. This is the karmic cycle that the family members you walked away from are trying to keep up. They know that they're afraid of dying, but they're afraid of being happy too. So they're so used to misery. Okay, they so used to misery. What they do? They like, you have to stay in this cycle. No, bro, you can bully me all day you want. What the fuck? Yo, I don't have roaches in my house. And like real shit, this is the second goddamn roach I done seen. And I don't have roaches in my house. Hold on. Yo, I don't have roaches in my house. Now, I ain't saying that from a place of I ain't got roaches in my house. No, I had my fair share of roaches. I'll be honest with y'all about that. I've had my fair share of roaches throughout my life, but I've been living in this home for about I've been living in this home for about maybe a month or two, and it's in a decent area, where it's not set up so roaches can be crawling in and out of your apartment. I had an apartment like that before. Didn't matter how much bleach I put down, roaches did what roaches do. And yesterday I saw a baby roach. I said, what? I killed it. Then I saw another roach. And I'm like, okay, where these roaches coming from? Because I ain't had no roaches up in here out of these total months. And like I said, I understand roaches. Normally roaches gonna come out of they're gonna come out of woodwork early in the game. What's that? So that's something, a spiritual message here. What does me finding roaches, what is that a symbolism of? By the way, with that lie, somebody was trying to be a knight in a chess game with your life. They was basically telling people lies about you so you could get physically harmed. Vulnerability is your superpower. Air sign in reverse. Okay, so what I'm picking up, because this is in reverse and this is a very interesting message. What I'm picking up is you got an ex spying on you. You got a ex who's mostly in their head because their emotions is too painful to deal with. So they're a jackass or a bitch. But yeah, you got somebody doing some roach shit. So look up online, or if you got a book about animal, like if you have a book about like animal spirits, symbolism, there's a message for you. Okay. So somebody wanted the lie was somebody was trying to, they won't ever harm your kids, only you. This could be someone you have children with that wants to harm you because you've broken a toxic cycle. They could definitely have planted bugs in people who had it in them to hurt people. So this person wanted to send so much conflict your way that you would give up and give in to the abuse and come back to them. So the lie that they try to create is that I don't know what's going on. But the truth with the 9 of Wands here, is that they purposely have made your life a living hell. And they're scared because you're still standing tall. With this Tarot of Sacred Feminine, the title here, everything they put you through has made you into something that is blowing everybody's minds. It's I feel like you may have some people who are dedicated to seeing you the way a person painted you out to be, because they're very shameful and guilt-filled about how they treated you when they it was easy to fool them that what they thought they wanted to hear wasn't what they wanted to hear. So it's they realized they needed to hear what they needed to hear. So after they figured out the consequences of their actions, they felt so much shame and guilt. You may, and still feel it, you may literally just have some people who are trying to continuously paint a picture that you're someone you're not, because the shame and guilt they have within their emotional body is so strong. They're just coming from a headspace. And with look up, if you're trying to figure out how they're moving, they're in knight energy. Okay, so Knight of Swords is telling me this is a chess game and someone's trying to do it the knight way. And if you move slow and steady, someone's trying to put you in a box, put you in a bubble. They're like, we can't control you, so we need to get you, do something so you will, get your shit together. By basically allowing, when we say get your shit together, we mean we want to be able to control you. So the truth is, I'm also picking up, there's a lot of people making your life a living hell, and you just keep coming out on top, and they don't know what the fuck is going on. So basically, they're trying to see if they could get you back to that same place, so that whatever it is they're trying to hide will go unnoticed. However, you've made such a big change and such a ruckus that like people are actually investigating them. Okay, so we're gonna do another lie and the truth. I love when this comes through. I'm just thinking, you guys, one of my favoriteest movies is The Babysitter's Club. 90s. I remember Christy was walking in the rain. She wanted to see her dad, but her dad had, started breaking his promises to her. She was so sad. And I used to think, okay, maybe her dad will apologize and make everything right. But her dad didn't do that. You know what else happened? Her friends were looking for her, and they found her in the pouring rain when it was a storm. And one of her friends had borrowed a car from someone. I believe one may have snuck it or something like that. Snuck the car, and they went looking for Christy. Like, the friend didn't care if people said, you're a bad person for stealing this car. They were like, I'm gonna find my friend. They found their friend Christy crying in the rain, and she yelled out, why did he lie to me? And she had to get that out. And her friends didn't have an explanation. They just hugged her, man. Got her out the rain, held her while with the heat on in the car, and drove her to a nice little cabin and things like that. They didn't care if they got in trouble. All they knew was that they had to be there for their friend. So they just held their friend and listened to her. And Christy spoke about things. And even though Christy was hurt, she did still start that summer program for the kids. So she alchemized that pain of not being able to have someone you could trust. Into creating a summer camp with her friends for kids who possibly had unhealthy, toxic families too. So, and I also think of the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. Favoriteest movies: Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants and The Babysitter's Club. And I'm not trying to take any promo from The Babysitter's Club. Actually, you guys should read The Babysitter's Club. It's one of the greatest book series ever. Like, literally, if you want to bond with your kid, read them The Babysitter's Club. Yeah, good times. I feel like I'm that kid that's so happy because the Scholastic Book Fair is present. Now, if that sounds like, what's the Scholastic Book Fair? That means that they probably phased it out in school for some reason. But I'm born in 91, and when I was in school, you beautiful, lovely souls, we had a thing called the Scholastic Book Fair, and they would set it up annually or once or I don't know if it was 4 times or 2 times or 3 times or 1, but they would set it up in our library, and we could buy books like the new Judy Blume books, They would have all these cool slime things, Goosebumps. And at the time, my mother was attracting a lot of poverty due to abusing me. So we couldn't really afford those things. And at the time, I thought I'm getting older, so I have to read different books. And then I finally just got to the point. I like Judy Blume books. I like Ramona Quimby books. One of my favorite books in the world is Ramona Quimby. Now, I really love the movie Harriet the Spy, but I actually don't really like reading the book. um, One of my favorite books in the whole wide world, and it was a book about this naive young lady who got addicted to drugs, being with the wrong crowd. And I loved it because the way it was written. I also love 13 Reasons Why. I loved it because it was written. Now, it's like those phases that I read those books, I was so ready to give up on life. I was getting abused so much, and I found those books, and the way it was written, I felt like the author was able to connect with us young people. Like, I know that you're suffering, and I wish I could be there and take you away and, take you to a home where you feel like you have a place to belong. But because the world is not set up that way, maybe in my time, I'm going to write a book. So hopefully you can feel like the sadness it is you're feeling, you can be able to explain it. So when I read 13 Reasons Why, there was also a book about a young lady who kept reliving every day over because she would end up dying. And 5151. She kept reliving that day over and over, and then she finally figured out why she was doing it. She started changing her life up. She started doing things differently because she started to realize I'm dying anyway. I end up in certain situations and I end up dying. So let me just whatever. So she started doing different things, changing. And the friends she was with, frenemies, she started realizing they don't have my best interest at heart because I'm changing things up and they're not supporting me. And she would go to this gentleman most of the time, and he would forget about her because it would start over, the days would start over. But she would realize that this person had loved her for a very long time, man. And she stopped her own death, literally, it's like she saw the guy was under heavy spiritual warfare and he didn't know what was going on. And she jumped in front of the truck for him because someone was trying to hit him. And then let's just say she didn't die and she got to get to know this really cool guy. So it's like all these books, like my favorite place and things in the world are books. Barnes and Noble. Let me tell you guys something. You want to take me on vacation? Take me to Barnes and Noble. Take me to Barnes and Nobles, okay? My favorite place in the whole wide world is the library. In the library, it was all these different universes in written word, and I love just being able to read. I found all these different ways of expressing all the pain and anguish I felt after being narcissistically abused through these beautiful works of art. And so I'm not, I'm not promoting suicide or anything here. I'm just letting you guys know, like, narcissistic abuse can take you there. And we live in a society where if you talk about having a history of feeling suicidal after being narcissistically abused, you have people who are like, we need to get you locked away. And it's just like, wait. I just needed to talk about that. Like, do you know what I've experienced? Like, literally, I was in the military and I was talking to my commo sergeant about why I was thinking about, suicide. And he acted like he was going to support me. And then he went to the chain of command and he told them, well, private keys is, I'm really concerned about her. We need to get her, yeah, And so I went there thinking that I was hospitalized because I was, expressing sadness. And now I'm realizing my commo sergeant lied on me. And this was a man whose beauty I saw inside and out. I saw him in a way he didn't see himself. And, I'm thinking back to it. I couldn't figure out why, when I was talking about it, and this person acted like they were my friend, that they betrayed me like that. So I think back to books. You read a book, helps you understand how you feel. You have a new perspective. Now I'm into the books like Judy Blume and Ramona Quimby again. Like, my emo phase was with books. That makes any sense. So let's go into the second lie that I'm picking up. So we have the 5 of Wands, Knight of Swords again, and 9 of Wands. So what I'm picking up here, the lie is that narcissists have power over you. Like, maybe when you first, started realizing your power, you met a whole bunch of narcissists who really just enjoyed inflicting pain upon you. And they would make up with this Knight of Swords. They would make it seem as if it was something you were doing on your own, okay? I'm picking up on heavy defamation of character. I'm also picking up that your angels have definitely been guiding you along this journey so that you can avoid danger. But also what I'm picking up on is she's holding 3 snakes. And I always see this picture. I'm going to show you guys this. But I always see this picture and I'm starting to notice the 3 snakes. She's holding the 3 snakes. Well, one's around her neck. But I'm not picking up that these snakes are actually going to bite her. I'm picking up is that there was a lot of poison put into you. So you know how Harry Potter, and Harry Potter couldn't figure out how he was able to speak Slytherin, and he was gosh, my ear is just he wasn't sure he was able to speak Slytherin when he was a Gryffindor. And people said to him, "You must be evil." But no, Harry wasn't evil. He was just highly gifted. And what made his enemies highly upset was that Harry Potter had their gifts. Harry Potter had their gifts and his own. So what I'm picking up here is you have people who you have gifts just like them. So you know how to play the game with them and beat them at their own game, and they don't like it. These are individuals who wish they had your gifts, but they're kind of trying to figure out how did you keep outsmarting them? It's like, what happens when snake venom gets into your body? If you survive it, it definitely changes your DNA. Let's just say it definitely changes your DNA when you're bit by a snake, okay? Yeah, suck the poison out, but your DNA has changed. There's a type of liquid on a snake's venom, on a snake's tooth, if it bites you. So if a snake bites you, yeah, you may suck that poison out, but your DNA is altered. It's like dealing with narcissists. They continuously lie to you, cheat on you, steal from you. All this pain alters your DNA. Now, you have a choice to become just like the monster, or you can take the knowledge from it while healing and do something different. So with this woman holding this snake and the snakes, this one snake sliding down into her private area, I'm feeling as if she's controlling the snakes. I'm feeling as if she's a snake whisperer. So the lie is that the narcissists have a one up on you because with this Five of Wands, they're working together. Competition. So imagine someone competing against you with others who are competing against you, but then those same people are competing against each other. So there's a lot of people who are feeling, well, we have more people that we can see going up against this person, so we're badass. But really, they're attracting the same shit they're putting out to you. And with my phone falling, that's how real it is. Like basically, if you're watching this, you're the snake charmer of snake charmers. And there's so many snake charmers out here. We just all do it differently. If you try to snake charm the way that's not meant for you to snake charm, you get bit by snakes. But if you just snake charm the way you snake charm, you're going to be safe from snakes. Okay, they're gonna really, yeah. And also with this 9 of clubs here, what I'm picking up here is that there's some parts of you unlocking because you're simply changing your perspective of how to view situations that are quite difficult and overwhelming, caused by karmic behavior pattern people who don't want to leave you be. Like what I'm also picking up is that there's a lie that you can't express your disappointment, or there's going to be consequences, or you're going to be judged. Like I feel that there's people who have put you in isolated events and gang stalked you and targeted you, and they don't like that. They're getting like their karma back for what they've done. So they're trying to, make it seem as if they still have some power over the situation. So you're being advised to speak the truth. What this is going to do is have these people wondering, how do you know this? And they might try to postpone it over and over because they're still trying to try ways to get you to side with them, in these sneaky, covert ways. So for dealing with people like this, you're just being advised to continuously speak the truth because eventually they're going to fall off, and it's going to people are going to start to know, the fate of anyone who has targeted you. Okay, so let's look at the truth. We have the beautiful King of Pentacles, but we're going to look at this. What's really happening, the truth is, people are trying to ride your wave, and the tide, the rhythm of your tide, they can't keep up. They're falling off, they're drowning. With this ego animal here, you are as protected as a bald eagle is protected in the United States. And let me tell you something. There's not a lot that's protected in the United States, but the things that should be protected have not been protected, but a bald eagle is protected. And you are protected like a bald eagle. These people feel it. They may not know it, but they feel it. So if something happens to you, well, they're going to get charged quite heavily because you're in bald eagle energy, okay? You are definitely showing up. So with this 10 of Pentacles, I'm picking up, you have unlearned so many poverty mindsets that you're starting, and you're still doing it. You're starting to get into a millionaire's mindset. And it's scaring a lot of people. And they're afraid of the consequence that's coming. You guys, I'm thinking back. When I was younger, people would say, you act white. And I used to feel like if they'll leave me alone, I act white. And I would get around, individuals with Caucasian skin, and then I would try to fit in with them, and I wouldn't fit in with anyone. I finally got to the point, I don't act white, I don't act black, all black people aren't nice, all black people aren't mean, all white people aren't nice, all white people aren't mean. You know, it's literally just everybody's different. Everybody is just different. And so now I'm just like, I am who I am. I haven't talked the way I normally talk in a long time because I've been afraid of how others would judge me based off of my tone, or if they'll say she act bougie. I don't give a flying fuck at this point. You can say I act bougie. You can say I'm brand new. You can say I don't know you. You can't change up on me like that, bitch. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. That's the type of energy I'm picking up. A type of energy where it's like, T.I., fuck your thoughts and your feelings, nigga, you don't know me. You might see me in the street, but nigga, you don't know me. When you holler, when you speak, remember, you don't know me. Say all that hating and the popping, nigga, you don't know me. But telling people you my partner, nigga, you don't know me. Don't be a groupie, keep it moving, show that you don't know me. Know me, I ain't tripping, but the truth is really you don't know me. Yeah, they call me blank lane, but you don't know me. You be hating and I see why, because you don't know me. All right. So we're going to get the last lie and truth, because I want you guys to know what's going on. Now, lies have been so prevalent. A lot of us have thought that, like, these cards flew out and hit the floor. We thought that lies are more powerful than truth, because when we spoke truth, we had people threaten to harm us. We had people threaten to take our lives, because we realized that speaking our truth is our freedom. And it was just like, all right, I see. I see what you're doing, bruh. So I'm getting this relaxed energy. I'm feeling like the collective consciousness is getting super relaxed. Like karmics are trying to find any and everything to fuss about. And that's the karmic nature. Thank them motherfuckers. They making us focused as ever. Every karmic that tried to stop my destiny is still trying. Thank you. Like real shit. You helping me level up, bitch. Level up. Level up. But yeah, I get real deep. Like my love is like the ocean. Like I dive deep into the ocean, just thinking, And it's like I'm having a conversation with the ocean. You know? Just needed a moment to be. I remember as a child, I couldn't even get a moment to myself. And now, finally can just do that. Life's good. All right. So let's look at the lie and the truth. So a lie is 2 of Cups in reverse and 4 of Pentacles upright. And the truth is strength. So I'm picking up with this 2 of Cups in reverse. The lie is that you have to continuously sacrifice your self-worth just to be able to have a balanced relationship. Basically, you had martyrs teach you martyrdom, and they didn't like the way they felt when they realized they were martyrs. So they went above and beyond to make you into a martyr by any means necessary, Yeah, definitely by any means necessary. And you learn to sacrifice your own self so that you would be able to have a false sense of security and balance. Even if that meant, being in a disharmonious connection, and that disharmonious connection negatively impacts your health. But you're just like, well, when I say I want to walk away, we have this harmony, but yet we still have this harmony while we're together. And I feel like I'm constantly trying to make sure I'm saying the right thing, doing the right thing, looking a certain way, acting a certain way, So that's a lie that is coming up. And you're going to notice people who are in these type of toxic dynamics that you're walking away from, they're going to be evil-eyeing you. So don't take it personal. You're going to feel some shots fired, but hell, create, bitch. Better work, bitch. Hey. Now, with truth, we have the strength card here. So with this justice scale here, your truth is justice. Now, if you're in a court case, the court case may not happen the way you think it will happen, but your truth is justice, okay? You being authentic about your truth, the way you're being authentic about it, is your justice. Oh, am I yawning? It's like yawn came over me as if someone was doing mirror magic and saying they hope I go to sleep. Like that was a huge yawn. Reverse. Others start to see me for who I truly am, and I do not see how I've changed, but I've changed a lot, and I'm getting back to my roots, but actually taking the time to sit in the pain, to validate my own emotions. This was reversed. You are your past, and so in reverse, you are your past. What this is telling me, and then the rebuttal, no, I'm not. People are seeing you for who you truly are, man. People are seeing you for who you truly are. That's why your truth is your justice. Then I have a stable financial situation in reverse. And then I lie about the kids in reverse. So that yawn, negative energy from someone. So you may be receiving negative energy from a toxic parent you're co-parenting with, if you are. They do not have a financial stable situation, and they're lying that they lie about the kids. Like they love the kids in their own sick, twisted way, but long term, this would like keep the kids in a karmic loop cycle. So what I'm picking up here is the messages I found. So we're gonna like close this out because, I'm gonna honor my body. I'm gonna honor it and just like watch Sabrina the Teenage Witch. What advice do you have for this beautiful, lovely souls who are watching? I hope that you guys are excelente. Okay. Keep getting love messages. We have the Lovers. Now you look at these three people. You're going to be able to tell this is a karmic feminine, this is a karmic masculine, and this is a divine feminine. Now, out of all these people, who do you want to get intimate with? Now, don't think too much on it. Don't, judge yourself or anything like that. No issues. No worries. We're going to get an answer. Why, if you chose a certain person, why you prefer certain things, okay? Important message. So the Lovers here. Alrighty. We're going to go to the Divine Feminine. If you chose the Divine Feminine, for who do you want to be intimate with? What is this message is this? I'm entering the subconscious and superconscious. I'm evolving spiritually. So if you chose the Divine Feminine for a person you like to be intimate with, it's because you're seeking spiritual evolution. Okay? You could be having a spiritual evolution. You could want a spiritual evolution, or you're about to have one. Okay? Now, for the toxic masculine. Now, with this here, one of your karmics has an STD. They're really sad. So they might be sending you a lot of negative energy, and that STD is eating away at their life force. And you are experiencing financial stability and love offers. So with the masculine here, my body and mind are coming back into balance. Alrighty. So if you chose the masculine, who would you like to be intimate with? Then more than likely you're healing from a narcissistic abuse of some sort, and you have an ex trying to get with you. It's cool that I'm able to pick up these messages. I've never done a reading like this before. Once done a reading like this before. If you chose a toxic feminine, this is in reverse, but I received this welcome message of new beginnings, inspiration, and the initial stages of a creative project or venture. So this is saying that you're craving intimacy because you're craving intimacy, definitely picking up on that. But with lack of opportunity and things like that, and denying new beginnings, there's a large amount of frustration boiling deep within with not being able to have a deep connection, because this toxic energy here, she's covering her boobs. She's afraid of her sensitive nipples being shown, and the divine feminine here is just like, whatever, these are my nipples. Yeah, her hair is flowing, things like that. And so I'm also picking up on some kind of third party situation from an ex. Someone from your past got with an ex of yours, and you see how this woman here is her crotch, she's holding her crotch like that. I'm picking up someone from your past that you know, that you're not in contact with. Could be an old friend and an ex-lover. They have an STD shared together. So how is that, you guys? I like that. That's different. I'm gonna try something. We have the Two of Swords, Seven of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. We have Justice, and you also have the King. Not the King, forgive me. The Queen of Swords. But with this Two of Swords, something's coming to light. Something where area confusion. I'm feeling slight frustration. It's about to become clear. I'm feeling like if you're involved in a case, some people got really frustrated and annoyed with being lied to. And so they're starting to kind of nip this situation in the bud, because they realize no matter how many chances they give certain people, they're just going to continue to lie. So this Two of Swords here, I'm picking up on a frustrated energy, just tired of doing something that's just like, I'm winding up back in circles. Okay. I'm And with this Seven of Cups energy, supported by the Ten of Cups energy, I'm definitely feeling this energy of your childhood dreams coming back. With the the Justice, and the Queen of Swords, I'm feeling like speaking your truth is actually going to pay off. So, you see this Two of Swords card, right? What do you notice? The World, the Maiden, or the Wheel? The world, the Maiden, or the Wheel. So whatever you choose, let's get into it. Let's see what this message has for you, okay? For those who chose the World, I give birth to stars that sustain life in the darkest of hours and times. For those who chose the World, you're going to be well known. Like real shit. Yeah, you're going to be well known. Because whatever it is you're doing is so quote unquote radical, and it's waking up a lot of people, and it's like you keep outsmarting a lot of narcissists, that you're going to become well known, not out of fear, but you're going to realize these people want to isolate me so that they can do fuck shit to me. And you're going to get so well known that these people are literally going to be paying you money while evil eyeing you. How cool is that? Now let's go to the beautiful fair maiden. What message is that here? Thank God, tarot. Oh, confusion. I'm soon starting to see where these messages are coming from. I'm starting to see where these messages are coming from. Basically, there's a lot of people who don't want you to know that you're going to be well known. They can't stand it. They're trying to like mind fuck you so that you think you're this small person. They want you to like play small, but that's not what's happening here. All right, you beautiful, lovely souls. So if you chose the fair maiden holding the flower, I'm entering the subconscious and the superconscious, evolving spiritually. You're having a massive spiritual awakening. Just gonna, what? Yeah, I'm having a massive spiritual awakening. Like, nothing's ever gonna be the same. And if you chose the wheel, put the shamer on display. So in reverse, so what this is telling me is that like people who shame you because they feel shame and guilt filled, they're literally trying to do everything they can to get the spotlight off of them. They knew how it felt to put the spotlight on you negatively, and now the spotlight is in their face and they don't know what to do. And the spotlight is someone being frustrated with them lying to them all the time about things. They're just like, why would you need to even do that? You're so fucking annoying. So now these narcissists I'm picking up in your life, it's like they're trying to do everything to get the spotlight off of them, which is actually drawing them more attention. Because people who have nothing to hide just spit the facts, okay? So without further ado, lovely, beautiful souls, I'm going to just rest and watch my favorite childhood shows. I mean, what are you guys going to do? Put it in the comments.